2013, Charlotte. How has it flown by so quickly?
I know. I mean to think, after all that waiting around for Prince George, and now he's 4 months old already.
4 months old already. Anyway, let's take a look back at the year on Sunrise. Christening fit for a prince, 4 generations of royalty to celebrate George's baptism.
A standoff between terrorists and security forces.
Margaret Thatcher's body taken from the Ritz as preparations for a ceremonial funeral at St Paul's begin. There you're seeing the pictures coming in, the plume of smoke near Vauxhall in central London. Murdered at the Marathon, 3 killed, more than 140 injured by a double bombing in Boston. A new pope for a new world. Pope Francis gets down to work.
We've covered challenging topics.
I do acknowledge the fact that it may make people feel uncomfortable.
I believe that your culture is schizophrenic, scared of itself, post-heroic, and is unwilling to deal with the idea that people will have guns again.
And held the country's leaders to account.
I think TV debates are a great thing, and I look forward to taking part.
Very good. And do you know what I think, talking about others? I think it would make it really fun. Nigel Farage. What do you think?
Well, it'll be others for. I think basically these debates should be about people who have a prospect of becoming Prime Minister.
Yeah. What are your disappointments that you haven't seen there?
Well, let's wait to see what's actually in the Queen's speech.
Yeah, but when you're just talking about caring and things that will get there, so why wouldn't you talk about those things?
I have this idea that we put actually these big companies into what I call the village stocks. So for 1 minute at the most busy time during the week, what we do is we just shut the store down.
What a load of old tosh. 10%. Well, Minister, that's not what you said to me. You said there was only 4% involved in all of this. No, so he has got a point.
You asked me first about energy efficiency.
I asked you what your contribution was to that bill, and you said 4%. He's telling me it's 10%. 10% of our bill is because of government policy, yes or no?
Just under 10%.
Whoa. Of course, you can't forget the celebrity interviews.
And that's right, we've talked to Sir Paul McCartney, David Beckham and Oprah Winfrey.
Sky News, thank you.
You did. Yes, the Charlotte, the interviewer of choice.
This image of you all kind of in the back garden having a kick around with Victoria there as well. Is that what happens?
She's up at 6:30 every morning running.
I like One Direction, you know. I think, you know, they're young, beautiful boys. And that's the big attraction.
Right, so whose idea, Tom, whose idea was this? Were you all under the influence or something, or who thought this would be a good idea? We've also enjoyed, and I hope you have too, a few giggles along the way. How many followers do you have yourself?
How many?
Yeah.
67,000?
Anyway, there we go.
You paid for yours anyway, I'm sure.
Can you pay for them? Can you pay for them?
Oh, pretend you don't know.
Now, Halloween is fast approaching. If you've got young kids, you will no doubt know that. And finding new ways to scare people is becoming serious business.
I'm not the sort of woman, I think, that anybody would think it would be a good idea to slap on the bottom. I mean, that could be because...
What you can see is a scary clown.
Sure, but what I'm saying is, you know, it hasn't happened to me.
Was you're flying without wings now?
I am, yeah. Well, I got 2 wings either side of me here, so it's not too bad. But yeah,
they're like Virgin Air hostesses, aren't they?
Aren't we? It's also over there. Yeah.
No disrespect to my husband when I say that listening to Gordon at his best is better than sex.
You're doing much better now. Very well done.
Yeah, thank you.
It is that thing. Oh my God, I can't believe you crashed the car.
If you come up to me and stroke my stomach, then I'm going to stroke your stomach back, but you're going to be offended by that, so don't do it to me.
Did you know, interesting fact, that the average person will hoover the area of the Isle of Wight in their lifetime?
Really?
It's true. I saw that the other day.
Not Stephen, though. He doesn't do things like hoovering.
No, thank you. Moving on. Looking at what makes a good image for you, but I did think you had a glaring exception, actually, in your shortlist. I hope you don't mind me saying.
Which one was this?
It was Balance magazine.
This is.
You see, now I think this is an excellent front cover.
This is a fantastic cover.
Last night, UK's news presenters got together to compete in the annual charity event known in the business as Newsroom's Got Talent.
On the clock, Sky News ticker never stops. All night, 6 till 9, see it first on Sunrise.
Sadly, they didn't receive a prize. Could this be the reason why?
Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas! Viva! Viva!
I think we're stunned to silence. Going.
all in all, Eamon, I think it's been a rather good year, don't you think?
I think it has, Sean.